100%. They're staying up. Get all your money. How much money have you got? Just put on Spurs staying up. Guaranteed.
Welcome to the Spurs News Podcast.
Tuz popped it up. Oh, and it's headed onto the post, and is that in? Yes! Terrell Palunia!
Your home for all things Tottenham Hotspur. Now, here are your hosts.
Survival! It is salvation and not relegation. Spurs' fate secured by a final day salvage act which ends their huge flirtation with the drop. We are straight up, we are straight up, we are straight up. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
Hello everybody and welcome to the season finale of the Spurs News Podcast. A show like no other in the fact that took me far too long to put together, that intro. And if any of you skipped it, for shame. I am Sam, joining me to discuss the season that was and how much we have aged. It's Stefan.
Oh, mate, never in doubt, was it? Never in doubt.
Literally what I'm talking
Never
about.
going down, never in doubt.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't age 30 years in 6 months. No!
Yes.
No.
I'm feeling it. A special announcement to kick off. We are recording much earlier this week. What that means is that our usual kind of setup's not available. And Stefan, we are recording purely on the phone today, and he's got builders in his house, so we will minimise the noise as best we can. If any sneaks through, we apologise. So let's just get that out of the way straight away.
Yes. I'm hidden in a secret location in my house. The
Yes,
furthest
yes.
away I can get from a potty training toddler and builders. So, fingers crossed,
Yeah.
nice and smooth.
So at some point you might hear someone coming in screaming they need a wee, and other times you might hear the toddler. So let's kick off.
Pretty much, yeah.
I have got here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different topics for today's podcast.
Is that more wins than we had this season?
No. We had 10 league wins. But it's certainly more home wins. Now I have, and a couple of them are quite lengthy. So let's dive straight in. The Everton game, we went into the final game of the season knowing that if we won, it didn't matter what West Ham did. And we did it. We beat Everton 1-0 at home. Can I describe this game to you, and you tell me if I'm a complete nutter when I say that was a ridiculously comfortable but most uncomfortable 1-0 win I've ever had?
Yes, they didn't minus one little spell kind of right at the end of the game.
Yeah.
They didn't really seem to have any threat going forward. There was no real obvious moments of danger for us.
No.
Yet every time they got the ball, I thought they were going to score.
Yes. Yeah.
It was there's no danger. Oh, God, they've got the ball.
I think if next season, for example, 2-3 weeks into the season, that game is played identically, that was a ridiculously comfortable, should have been more, should have been 2-3-0, but that was comfortable. We had one save in the entire game, our keeper. We dominated it from start to finish, played them off the park, should have scored more, but that was comfortable. Given the situation, and I'll tell you the moment for me which encapsulated just how bad a situation it was, is that the atmosphere in the stadium was incredible. And you always sort of feel that way, about your own fans in your own stadium. But it was something special when, to a person of the Everton fans who attended, they were online after the game talking about, wow, Like that was, we thought like this had been loud, or we thought our ground on this day had been something. This was like the loudest. Which again is a tribute to how they built the stadium, which is it is designed to generate noise, especially from that south stand. It just unfortunately also, when West Ham scored, it meant that as the stadium atmosphere died, my God, did it become tense.
Yeah, didn't it? Like, so I had the Tottenham game on the telly, and I had the West Ham game on a second screen.
Supporting both teams, very odd, yes.
And when West Ham scored their first goal, I saw that go in, and then about 5, maybe 6 seconds later, the Tottenham Stadium obviously got the news that West Ham had scored, and it kind of went from like, "Come on, you! Oh shit! Oh no!"
It was really interesting. And
it was such a weird thing because you could hear it on the telly, this loud singing to just muffling like they've scored. They've scored.
If you ever wanted evidence of the symbiotic relationship between a team's performance and the crowd, look at that. Because Tottenham were dominant, they were confident, they were winning 1-0. Nothing changed other than the crowd, and suddenly they were missing passes. They were looking scared. They were dropping deeper and deeper, nervous, and it was all from the crowd's energy because the players suddenly were nervous. The anxiety spread to them. Now
you could really kind of you could physically hear it, then you could see it.
Yeah, and that
no one went onto the pitch and told the Tottenham players West Ham scored.
No, but
every single one of them knew it from the way the fans kind of went.
They would have known. And you're in this kind of nightmare scenario then, where it's like if Everton do equal, and you know, in football, one of the beautiful things about football is something can happen out of nothing sometimes. You know, you can dominate a team non-stop, and some midfielder a look up, crack a shot, it goes in off four other players' legs, bounces all over, dribbles over the line, and you know they've scored. And as beautiful as that is about football, is when you're in the situation we were in, it's also terrifying about football because, like, when that Everton player cut in at the end and he hit that shot, it was a fairly central shot, but Gary Neville, for once, actually on commentary made the point, which is a lot of people won't for goalkeepers, is that he hit that. Like, that came out of a crowd of legs, rapid. And even though it was central and near him, that was a save. That was a very good save. And Kinski against Leeds secured us that point.
He has made some vital saves.
Yeah, I was just curious if you'd like to apologise to him, or if you want to keep up with his nickname you gave him after Atletico Madrid.
Oh, Slipsky, love him. No, I tell you what, I am so happy for him.
Yeah,
I am so happy after that performance, and the horrific embarrassment or whatever of the manager taking you off after like 20 minutes. Yeah. To then be able to have the mentality to perform how he is, like at the end of the season.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nothing but respect for the man.
Absolute mentality, man. You know, notice, listeners, he didn't apologise. Typical men, ladies? Yeah, I hear you, sister.
I'm sorry you felt that way. Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Ooh, God. I actually, that even hurt me. Anything else from the Everton game? Anything else? I mean, we could talk about loads of different aspects. I mean, Palhinha got his goal, ironically, about 5 minutes after I said I think he's having a bad day. And then was immense, by the way. Like, he was clearly tense and nervous. And goal really calmed him down, clearly. What did you... I'll tell you, actually, there's a question for you. What did you think to the goal celebration?
Yeah, no, I don't know. I was going crazy myself.
Yeah.
That was a hell of an important goal. That was an important goal.
Yes, it was. Yes.
Yeah, I was screaming through the house when that went in.
Oh, good. Because of course, you got the celebration, please. What have you got to celebrate about? It's like, well,
Well, I saw someone online. I can't believe Tottenham winning a match and not being relegated, celebrating like they've won the Champions League, and it's like, yeah, no, unless you have been in that position,
yeah,
I
it's a
don't think you
relief.
fully understand just what that meant.
Yeah,
Like,
if you're listening and you're a member of the celebration police, please, off your fuck, because it's a celebration out of relief. Like, there isn't a player, there isn't a member of the club, there isn't a fan who doesn't realise what an absolute shit show this season is. But it could have been worse, and it wasn't, thanks to finally digging out a win and scoring a goal in that game when we have struggled to score. And like yesterday, at one point they said in the stats, like, oh, Tottenham have had the most shots they've had in the first half in like ever, like for a long, long time. And I was like, yeah, but we don't look like scoring.
no, I think still none of them really like at that. But I remember that bit coming up, and it was like, yeah, but none of them have massively tested the goalkeeper.
No, no, and it's been our issue. Like, it's a massive issue that needs to be addressed, but that we'll come on to that. But from the game itself and from the aftermath, do you have anything else you want to highlight? I was quite surprised to see Gareth Bale at the game, by the way, giving it all the coys.
I know, right? He's still a
Yeah.
Spurs lad. What a boy.
Yeah, with his kids wearing Gareth Bale Tottenham shirts, which made me laugh. Like ye oldie Spurs shirts with the 11 Bale on the back.
I know, I loved that. I did
Yeah.
see that on social media. I was genuinely surprised at just how many like ex-players and stuff were there. Victor Wanyama was in the crowd.
Yeah, is someone eaten him? Because Victor Wanyama's, oh, what's the correct term here? He's girthier?
Built like a brick shithouse.
That's now more shit?
Yeah,
Anyway, yeah, I mean, there was a lot of players there, a lot of ex-players there, a lot of the club legends.
it was quite nice to see. I understand, like, last game of the season, they always kind of bring a few players back. It just
No.
felt a bit more today.
Was it a
Like
nice
that.
thing, or was it a threat? Like, were they there, like, bats in hand, looking at the players like, you fuck this up, we're coming into that dressing room? Just saying, just putting it out there.
That is also possible. The other thing I'd say from it is just that final whistle going.
Yeah, yeah,
The relief. Like,
yeah.
I think I put in our WhatsApp group, the only kind of emotion I had was just relief.
Yeah.
I was sat there on the sofa watching the screen. There was no jumping up and down and fist pumping and yeah.
Yeah.
There was no like Bilbao sliding on my knees across the wooden floor and getting a splinter and tears or,
Yeah.
there was none of that. It was just like I sat back because I'd been sat like leaning forward, legs jittering
Yeah.
for like the entire of extra time. The full time whistle went and I just kind of fell backwards into the sofa, just like,
Yeah.
wow.
I mean, I will say very briefly, refereeing and everything this season are just appalling. I am glad it would seem across both the West Ham and Tottenham games there was nothing controversial. You know what I mean? Because
I mean, the most controversial thing was the fact they broke the bloody communication. So our game was like 5-6 minutes played.
that isn't
That was torture.
that's not okay as well. That's not all right. Like, that's messed up, because that was torture and it wasn't right for either club. But that shit happened. But I mean, given everything that's been going on, going down or staying up for either side based off of a referee call would have been horrific. As it was,
Definitely.
West Ham won 3-0, we won 1-0. And you know what I mean? It's like everything that came before happened, but at least on the final day, like that, because that just takes it away from hurt to anger, and that's never a good thing.
No.
So I'm going to move on now to the next section of the podcast, which is going to be a little bit painful for us as the admin team.
Uh-oh.
But for the listeners, hopefully you're going to have a good laugh. Because at the start of every single season, we whip out our spreadsheet and we make predictions for the season ahead. Then, on one of the opening podcasts, normally around the match week 1, I tell all the listeners and we read them all out and everything like that, and we go through them.
Yeah.
This year, if I said to you that someone's done a lot better than I thought anyone had, would you be surprised?
I'd say it'd be Dan.
What a negative bastard that he is.
Yeah.
Polynesian Dan. Use his full name, please. So,
Sorry.
that's okay. So let's have a look at this then. So, the predictions we make are based around the competitions we are in, and also we throw in things like who will get the most goals, who will get the most assists, and because it's Tottenham Hotspur, we ask, will the manager still be in charge? I'd like to point out there's an asterisk next to mine on this, so we're going to go through it. Okay.
Okay.
So the final league place, do you remember what you predicted Tottenham would get?
Well, I'm sure I was like top 8.
Okay, well, yeah, you're not wrong. You said 7th.
Yeah.
Now that's
17th. I must have missed the one.
Polynesian Dan went 7th as well.
Okay.
Lovely Laura said 6th. By far the worst answer. New boy Ryan said 8th. And I, and got a lot of shit for it, said 10th. And I really did get a lot of flack for that. People were like, oh, you're so negative. I was not negative enough.
No, we were all way too positive.
So the final position, 17th. So if there's a winner there, it's me. Yay. Okay, next up. We predicted how we would do in the UEFA Champions League. What stage would we exit? Do you remember what you said?
Did I say quarterfinals?
You did not. No, you
Oh.
you got nowhere near that. You said we'd go out in the playoff round, which we didn't even have to enter because we finished so high up in the group.
God.
Hilarious, right? Now, both myself and Polynesian Dan both said the group stage. So we were wrong. You were wrong. Lovely Laura and New Boy Ryan both said the round of 16, and they were correct.
Oh, fair play.
Ding, 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 ding. The FA Cup. You said the 5th round. New Boy Ryan said the 5th round. Lovely Laura said the 4th round. Dan, Polynesian Dan, like some sort of friggin' idiot, said the quarterfinal. I said the 3rd round, and we went out in the 3rd round.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can see where this is going, right?
I'm starting to, yeah.
The League Cup. Do you remember what you said about the League Cup?
I don't.
You said the quarterfinal.
Oh.
New Boy Ryan, quarterfinal. Lovely Laura, 5th round. Polynesian Dan, the semi-final. Me, the 4th round. We exited the League Cup in the 4th round. The next question is, will Thomas Frank still be in charge? Do you remember what you said?
I said yes, didn't I?
You absolutely did, yes. Emphatically, by the way, because you loved him.
I was still full of hope at that point, yeah.
Polynesian Dan, yes. Lovely Laura, yes. New Boy Ryan, yes. Step in Stefan, yes. Sam, also yes. But I did put an asterisk with, but I hope not. So, obviously, hell no. No, he is not still in charge. Thank all of the gods. The next question is, who will score the most goals for us? Now, I will tell you that one person got this right, and it wasn't me.
No way, someone actually got this right.
Me and you both said Solanke. New Boy Ryan said Brennan Johnson.
Ouch.
Sorry, Ryan.
Ouch.
Polynesian Dan also said Solanke, but lovely Laura said Richie. And with 11 goals...
God, 11.
Which Harry Kane once scored in September. That's not even a joke.
No, the fact that our top goal scorer had 11 and our next top goal scorers, I think, were 3 players on 4.
Yeah.
Of which 2 are centre-backs and 1's a central defensive midfielder.
Yeah. Thank you, Thomas Frank. Amazing work, dude. You did an amazing job.
Oh, God,
So, but lovely Laura with Richie for the win there.
well done.
Our final one was assists.
Yes.
Now, the assist column. Polynesian, do you remember who you said?
I think I went with Saar.
You did not, no.
Originally I went with Saar, and I think I changed it to Porro.
Well remembered, yes, yeah. So, Stefan went with Pedro Porro. I joined you on that after I originally said Eberici Etse, because he was signing for us, and I thought, that's funny. Only for that to blow up in my face, but we both said Porro. Lovely Laura, Polynesian Dan, New Boy Ryan all said Kudus. And the actual person with the most assists across all competitions for us this season was Savvy.
Oh.
Yeah. I know, right?
I didn't think that. Fair play to him.
He only got 6, by the way.
6. Jesus.
Yeah. I will say there was a couple of others like on 5 and stuff, but still. Again, an interesting stat for you. In 2017-18 season, in the month of September, Christian Eriksen got 7 assists, with one other player, Dele Alli, on 6, whilst Harry Kane had scored 12 goals and Son Heung-min scored 10. All in 1 month.
1 month. 1 month, Peter.
That's across all competitions, so like the cups and everything. But yeah,
we can laugh at it because we're safe.
And Richie got 11 across the entire season in every competition, and Zabi got 6 assists, and they're our best. And that is why, ladies and gentlemen, we were battling relegation. That is the biggest downgrade in the history of downgrades.
That is huge, isn't it?
It's atrocious, is what it is. But yeah, well,
my gosh, yeah. That, like I say, we can laugh because we've stayed up.
We can, but those were the admin
Reality,
predictions.
oh my God.
How many people listening are going to be honest with what their predictions were and how they lined up? But mine were actually, I actually got more than I remembered I did, but still, it's...
You're in that weird one. You've probably got more right than you would have liked.
Yeah, the thing was, I wasn't happy about Thomas Frank, as everybody knows. I think everybody knows. I might have mentioned it once or twice.
It was subtle.
So I think I was quite negative. Like in my brain, I was like, "Oh, we're just gonna get knocked out early. We're just gonna be shit. We're gonna finish 10th." You know, because all he ever achieves is mid-table. Jeez, mid-table. Oh, I miss mid-table.
Nice.
Yeah. Now, the next section of the podcast for the season finale, was actually suggested by New Boy Ryan, and I'm regretting asking, to be honest with you, because it's like a version of Shag, Marry, Kill, where we do keep, loan, or sell with the entire first team squad.
Yep.
Now, I am going to load up the squad now via the Tottenham Hotspur website on my phone, and we will work our way through it. Are you prepared for this?
Oh, yes.
Do 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 do. I couldn't afford to get the actual music, so I'm doing it myself.
No, as soon as I saw this suggested, I had a look on the website and I was like, oh. And then Zerbi came out with his whole 10, 11 or 12 players that can stay, the rest can leave. And I was like, oh.
Now, he also picked out a load of players that I was like, oh yeah, they're going to go. And then he's name dropped them as they've been brilliant. And I'm like, oh, now I'm confused. Okay. So, We're not talking about what we think will happen. We're not talking about what we think the Zerbi wants. We are purely basing it on our own personal opinion. Okay?
Yeah.
So this is in number order, because, that's fun.
Yes.
So, squad number 1, Vicario. Should he stay or should he go now? So, I ask you, keep, loan, or sell?
Sell.
Oof. I agree.
I like him. I think he's a good shot stopper, but I think there are upgrades out there.
Number 3 in our squad is Radu Dragusin. Keep, loan, or sell?
Keep.
I would sell him so fast the person at the checkout eyes would spin. Kevin Danso. Keep, sell, or loan. You gotta let me do it. Come
okay,
on.
you're doing it for each one. Okay, sorry.
Kevin Danso. Keep, loan, or sell?
Keep.
Yes, I would keep him. I am a big fan of Mr. Danzo. Now, number 6 in our squad is someone who's currently here on loan. So the question on this one changes slightly. It's João Palhinha. Would you sign or would you say goodbye?
Sign and make captain.
Wow. Okay, that's a statement. Yes, I would sign him, but no, not captain for me. Number 7 in our squad is Xavi. Should he stay? Should he be loaned?
We have no choice. He's injured for the whole season. We keep him. But I would keep him anyway.
Oh, okay, right. Yeah, I mean, stay for me. Number 8 in our squad is Yves Bissouma. His contract is up. Do we just say bye-bye, or do we offer him a new deal?
Say goodbye.
Wave hello and say goodbye. Laters. I'm of the same opinion. Absolutely goodbye. Thanks for the couple of games you showed up for. Number 9 is Richarlison. Probably a trickier one. Our top goal scorer for the season. Keep, loan, or sell?
Give him away.
That's not an option.
Sell.
I am also of the opinion that he should be sold. Absolutely, yes. Which would be the 4th season in a row we've got rid of our top goal scorer, by the way.
Which is something we've criticised the club for, but in this situation, I would drive him to the airport myself.
And I will continue to criticise them for it, because it's dumb. Number 10 is James Maddison, if anyone can remember him. Keep, loan, or sell?
Keep.
Yes, I would keep Mr. Matters. Number 11 in our squad is Matisse Tell. Keep, loan, or sell?
Keep.
Yep, I agree. Number 13 is Destiny Udogi. Keep, loan, or sell?
Keep.
Number 14 is Archie Gray. Keep, loan, or sell?
Keep.
Yeah, I agree. 15, Lucas Berraval. Keep, loan, or sell?
Keep.
Absolutely. Number 17, current club captain, Christian Romero. Keep, loan, or sell?
Sell.
Keep for me. You want him sold for what reason?
I've never been a humongous fan of his.
No.
I don't think his dedication. I don't think his. No, I'll just sell. Just sell.
So the press told us this week that he'd gone back to Argentina to watch his boyhood club rather than be at the game for our relegation decider.
Yes.
But he was at the game.
It's amazing what a fan backlash can do.
But the club would have given him permission to go to Argentina, wouldn't they?
They would. And that, again, just stems to the absolute incompetence that comes from the top of the club.
Yeah. So what is being reported now is that when he got injured, the Argentinian national team straight away were like, we need to assess you, you need to be here.
We've seen what that medical team at that club can do.
Now, let's be fair on that. All of us would agree if he was to make the World Cup, his best chance of recovery would not be with our medical team, right?
His best chance of playing again next season.
So all joking aside, that is not unreasonable. He, however, as club captain, said no, and so Argentina flew their physio and their doctor to the UK and put him up in a hotel to work with him and assess him. That's how important he is to the Argentinian national team. He has been assessed and they created a rehab program to make sure he's fit for the World Cup. Not Tottenham's doctors, the Argentinian doctors. The club then agreed it. Part of that was for him to fly back to train at his old club and everything at that with the Argentinian setup when he did. Now, it is stupid.
That in its sense blows my mind. Like, we are meant to have one of the best training facilities in the world.
It's not about the facilities, though, in this instance. I think it's about the guidance and the people. The players have lost faith in them, and the national teams certainly have no faith in them. Like, let's put this as like Harry Kane's preparing for the World Cup for England. Let's pretend for a minute we care more about England than we do Tottenham for a second, which would be strange.
Pretend we're South American.
Yeah. You would not want Harry Kane doing his rehab with the Tottenham physios. You'd want him working with the England ones, wouldn't you?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
No, I understand that.
So from this, what I find interesting and what I'm now reading between, and bear in mind, and you know this, when this story broke, I was very much of the mind, Romero, you're a fucking idiot. You're supposed to be the captain. Goodbye. It would now seem that the club, in their arrogance, arranged this shortly after he was injured, as this is the rehab program. And as the fixtures went to the last day, no one changed it. No one thought at any level, including Romero, shit, maybe I didn't ought to go because everything's now on this last day. It was all scheduled and planned. He did everything. He stayed when normally he would have gone. Like, if we weren't in a relegation battle, he'd have been in Argentina for the last four weeks. So,
yeah, I get that.
That, to me, is naivety and stupidity, possibly mixed in with a little bit of arrogance when it was arranged. There was a backlash, like, it was big. I don't know about you, but I kind of thought he wouldn't give a fuck. I genuinely, his attitude, like him as a person, to me, I don't see him with his family and everything over in Argentina going, oh no, yeah, maybe they're right, shit. I see him more like, ha, whatever. Like, yeah, if you're going to be like that, fine, I'll go join somebody else. I don't care. Do you know what I mean? That's the kind of, in my head. But he didn't. He actually got on a plane and got back to England and was there at the ground. And then basically the game finished. He spent time with the team and then he flew out again. That's, I don't know. I know people who don't like
the problem
him.
I have with every time he does something that makes me go, all right, fair play. Like the Kevin Danso thing after the Brighton game.
Yeah.
The reports are that he literally turned up at Danso's house and dragged him out. Like, no, come on.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Don't let them get you. Don't let them get you.
Yeah.
Move over. And he does stuff like that, and I'm like, okay. And then like a week later, he does something else. And I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, it is difficult because initial reports to then confirmed story is very different.
Yeah.
But you react to what's in front of you. I think Gary Neville summed it up again quite well, and considering how much he annoys me, I'm giving him his flowers today. He said, like, it's a failing of the club. Because he said, like, a player doesn't go AWOL. Like, the club would have come out and said it. But, like, the Zerbi seemed to be in the dark. Like, I don't know, yeah, he's gone. But it was scheduled. Like, that's appalling.
Zerbi, some of his comments were very clever. Yet at the same time, we're kind of like, does he know quite fully what's going on? Like,
well, I think he was very clever because he didn't criticise him, but he actually highlighted someone else's leadership abilities, and in turn that criticised him.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, you know, it was always scheduled. He's not here, but in his absence, you know, Ben Davis is around the squad. I mean, he's injured too, but he's here. He's staying at the lodge. He's asked to do this. He's talking to everyone. And you're like, subtle, dude. really sour.
Yeah. I've not said anything bad about him. But look at this guy doing everything he should be doing.
You know, like sometimes there's like you love to be a fly on the wall kind of thing. Like I would love to know, because we all know there's a players group chat, right? We all know there's a WhatsApp group with all that first team. I'd love to know if someone's stuck in there. Like, are you really not coming? Like Cutie, captain, really? Or if he puts something in there like, fucking hell, everyone's gone mad at me. like you guys are all alright, aren't you? And they're probably all like, yeah, we knew you were going.
Yeah, he's literally just put a picture of his ticket down to see you on Sunday.
Like
yeah, right.
Yeah, like none of that. Like I just got this impression the whole squad are like, well, we knew he was going. Like he told us, and he basically said if he comes back and we're relegated, he's going to punch us all in the face. Like you don't know. Like, you don't know if he sat everyone down, like, because they'd have known this schedule, because it's now been revealed, it was absolutely scheduled for weeks and weeks and weeks. And I just got this image of him being like, right, now listen, if I come back in this dressing room, we're in the championship, I'm going to start fucking people up.
Yeah.
Now, as fans, you'd be like, yeah, damn straight, that's captaincy, that is. But from our perspective, we're like, bastard, he just ran out on them, he's gone, he's vanished. But the players might have been like, yeah, we didn't mind. Like, if he's here, he threatens us and shit. Like, he's scary as fuck. I think Romero is one of the better defenders in the world. I know I know for that. So for me, it's keep. I think
his day, if he has got his head in the right place, then I agree. He is one of the best defenders in the world.
But this is the thing around coaching and like his head being in the right place. Under Thomas Frank, none of their heads were in the right place, and they were all struggling.
Under Tudor, the same thing, yeah.
And then you see the difference in Zerbi. Like, look at the statistics, are insane. It's night and day. So you do have that kind of. I'd love to see Romero, Van der Ven, Udogie, Porro in a well-coached team again. Would they be as leaky? I don't know. But well, I mean, maybe I'm wrong. The next one's going to be an interesting one. Number 19, Dominic Solanke, keep, loan or sell?
Sell.
Ooh, so for me, it's keep. I like Dom.
I like Dom. I like Dom. I think he seems like a good person. But no, I think a club like Tottenham, who have finished 17th for 2 seasons in a row, yeah. I think the goal score, we need people that we can guarantee 20 plus goals every season from.
I'm not saying he should be our main striker. Like I'm up for selling Richie, and I think we need to sign a striker. But you're building a squad, you know. So for me, it's keep, but I don't think fitness issues, and I just don't think he's the main striker. Number 20, Mohamed Kudus. Keep, loan or sell?
Keep.
I agree. 21. Now, you might remember him, and it is still currently him. Dejan Kulusevski.
Keep.
Loan for me.
Loan for fitness.
Yeah, he's not played for so long. And I just feel like he needs to go and play maybe at a league that isn't going to kick the shit out of him on day one.
I suppose, yeah, if you could, I wonder, maybe just like a beginning of the season till January, sort of short-term loan to get.
An agreement, like, somewhere in the world where it's like, without disrespect, the French league, the Portuguese, like, just not
send him back to Sweden. Let him have 6 months in the Swedish league.
Yeah, just like, not be in a division where on day one someone's going to be like, oh, let's test him out then, and like stick him up in the air. Do you know what I mean?
How bad is that knee? Let's find out.
Yeah. So let's.
Yeah. No. Do you know what? I'll agree. Actually, yeah. 6 month loan for fitness.
Yeah, okay. Number 22 in our squad is Conor Gallagher. Keep, loan or sell?
Keep.
Agreed. Number 23, Pedro Porro. Keep, loan or sell?
Keep.
Keep. I agree. Number 24, Jed Spence. Keep, loan or sell?
Keep.
Agreed. Number 28, Wilson Udebert. Keep, loan or sell?
Loan.
Sell for me. But that's if he was loaned, I wouldn't
I think that kid has got a fantastic potential, but again, another long injury. I think he needs a season away just to get match time.
Yes, Burnley are in the Championship. Maybe you'd like to reattend there for a season. Number 29 in our squad is Pap Matarsar. Keep, loan, or sell?
Keep.
I would sell him, and it would be brutal. I love that kid, but he is not a good football player.
Wow.
Yeah,
See,
like,
under Ange, I thought he was starting to really come good.
yeah.
I think he has been one of the biggest victims of the Thomas Frank era.
I have seen this with players before, and I've stuck with them, and I've been wrong. And that's why I'm being a bit hard, because I genuinely believe under decent coaching and everything, Pat Matassar is going to be a very, very good player. But I've been saying that for 4 or 5 years. It's not happened. Now, you can blame the club and the manager merry-go-round 100%, but at some point, you need to go, we can sign someone better, and we should. And I think
it's all just potential that's never going to be reached.
Yeah,
I know what you're saying.
And I'm at that point. Rodrigo Bentancur, keep, loan, or sell?
See, this one I really went backwards and forwards on.
I am with you on that, because up until these final games, whilst he was injured, sell.
He's come back and he has been fantastic for us.
Yes, so I am actually
and that has kept him just in the keep side.
I am also very much keeping him now.
But he's kept with an asterisk, so if he doesn't keep this up, he's gone in January.
It's harsh but fun. 31 is Antonin Kinski. Keep, loan, or sell?
Keep.
Abso-fucking-lutely keep.
Definitely not loan him to a team that might end up being our relegation rivals.
I was going to come on to that afterwards, but let's fucking do it now. How many people have forgotten that Thomas Frank in January was trying to sell or loan and sell Kinski to West Ham?
At one point, we were literally trying to do a swap with them for number 2 goalkeepers.
Yeah. Right, just let that sink in that kid has basically saved
We are literally in the Premier League thanks to that
and
guy.
Thomas Frank was trying to sell and loan him to West Ham. That son of a bitch has a lot to answer for, and I still don't think he's suffered anywhere near enough. He's going to be on the World Cup commentary, like punditry team.
Yeah.
He's going to ruin the World Cup for me.
The funny thing is, it was him doing the Euros commentary that made me first go, God, this guy's got a really good footballing brain.
We're not going to discuss that. We're
oh,
gonna leave
God,
him in
the way you can act in front of a camera to make yourself look like something you're not.
Yeah,
wow.
Seriously. I understand that people on podcasts can sound confident and fun when really they're not. So number 33 in our squad is Ben Davies, whose contract is up. Do we say goodbye to Ben? Do we offer him a new deal?
This is a real head over heart thing.
Yeah.
Because Hart says you give him a new deal and part of the coaching squad and let him kind of graduate into a coaching role at the end of his career.
Yeah.
But the head says he's still going to want another couple of seasons of football.
Yeah.
So I think we give him a testimonial and then we let him go play his football somewhere.
Yeah, to me, it's just goodbye. Thanks for the memories. Mickey van de Ven, number 37. Keep, loan, or sell?
Sell.
Keep. 100% keep. Yeah.
I believe my emotions may possibly have clouded the Romero and Van de Ven issue.
Yeah, but that's fine. It's all personal opinion. Number 38 in our squad, and much to my embarrassment, I forgot he existed. Souza.
Hey, a little Brazilian left back right winger.
Yeah, keep, loan, or sell?
Loan him out.
Yeah, go on a nice little loan so we never have to see you again. The next one, I think this one's going to be really tough, all right? I think this one's we're both going to struggle with. But this is a player who's in on loan, and we have the option to make that permanent or kick him the fuck away from the club so hard you hopefully never see him again. But it's going to be a tough call. Randall Kolumuani, would you like him
If
to
I
stay?
say firing squad, do you have to edit that out?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I don't think that's okay. Randall Kolumuani, please fuck off, stay fucked off, and keep fucking off for all eternity. That's my view.
I would like to sit down with him and have him explain to me how he's a professional footballer,
Money
and then
laundering.
fuck off.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to waste any more time on that waste of space. Number 40 in our squad, with a little sticker next to him that says Made in N17, which is a nice touch, but when you've got an entire squad and there's like only 2 of them, it does really highlight how bad the academy is doing. Brandon Austin. Keep, loan, or sell.
Keep Austin around.
Yeah.
I love Austin.
I want him there for his entire friggin' life. Brandon for life. Now, we have members who are part of our first team squad currently out on loan. So I'm now going to go through these members of based on age, they are in the first team squad, okay? So some of them, you might think they're from the academy, but no, they're part of the first team squad. Number 16 is Luka Vuskovic. Do we offer him another loan, or do we keep him with the first team next season? Or do we sell him?
We definitely do not sell this kid. No, do not sell. Based on the fact that I've said to sell Kuti and Van der Ven,
Yeah, you have.
I keep him and he's in the first team squad.
Yeah.
Based on the fact that Van der Ven and Kuti stay, I keep him in the first team squad.
So you keep, I'm going to say loan again. The player himself is desperate to go back to Germany because he wants to play alongside his older brother, who's returning from a ban, and playing for Hamburg. I think if, and it's a big if, now we've stayed up, there's stability. I think get the kid in for the summer, do the pre-season, let the manager work with him. If the manager goes, look, at his age, I think he needs another season on loan, that's perfect. I think Hamburg would take him back in a friggin' heartbeat. From our point of view, he's developing well, playing week in, week out. From the player's point of view, he'll be happy. But I also think if he impresses the Zerbi, like, oh, actually, I don't care about his age, he's ready now, then I think that could, I think the player would be happy with that as well. So I'm kind of just 100% not sell. Like, no way should we be selling him. I think one of the things that was bothering me a lot about relegation is the fact that he would have been sold and he would never have properly played for us. And that would have been a nightmare. The next one is a player you might have forgotten exists. Number 18, Jan Min Hyuk. Do we keep him in the squad, loan him again, or sell?
I think you need to loan him again. He started, thanks to Ryan's loan updates, I know a lot more about this than I would.
Yes.
He had a very good start to the season out on loan.
Yeah.
And for some reason, the club decided to bring him back and then send him to a very stable promotion chasing Coventry.
Yeah.
Which makes no sense. Like, they were doing so well, there was no way this young lad was going to break into their first squad.
No.
Because of how well they were doing. So I don't know what the club did on that.
It was awful. Everything about it was awful. And you want to know how bad the loan was? Coventry had a promotion celebration party and they didn't invite him.
Wow.
Yeah. I would sell him. I don't see he has any future at all at the club. I think he was signed on the idea of he's a good prospect from South Korea. He has not done anything in the Championship which makes him stand out, that he would hack it in the Premier League, and I think another loan just delays the inevitable. I mean, I'd be fine with it, but it just feels like we as a club need to change our...
Part of me hopes he gets a loan to like a mid-table Championship squad
He needs
and
to
kind
play
of
every
actually
week,
gets to play, and
which
you
he
go,
was.
oh, okay.
Which he was, and he played himself into form, and then we changed it, and it fucked him,
Yeah.
which is moronic. Number 27, the most controversial player due to how we signed him, Manor Solomon. Keep, loan again, or sell?
See, now this again is a difficult one for me because I saw a couple of glimpses before he got that injury.
Yeah.
And I saw a bit of him when we signed him.
Yeah.
He's a very good little tricky player.
Yeah. He is an older version of Wilson Odebear, in my opinion, in the squad, in style.
Yeah, low, short to the small to the ground, low centre of gravity. I would like to see him in pre-season, given a decent chance.
Okay.
I think it's one of those weird ones for no reason really at all. I believe there is a good player there that could do well for us.
I'm not
I
gonna.
want to see him given the chance.
I'm not. I
to prove you
don't.
wrong.
I don't disagree with that. I'm just in a very brutal kind of sell. I'm just kind of.
I am a case of that is an asterisk, possibly selling January, depending how the summer goes.
All right. Number 35 squad number is young English defender Ashley Phillips. He's been on loan from us since we signed him. He is an established and very good championship level defender. And it's not just me saying that. Statistics, pundits, everyone. He needs now to play in the Premier League. He does.
Yeah.
Do you think there is a club that could potentially loan him in the Premier League? Like, you don't see that very often. If that could happen, absolutely loan him again. If not,
yes.
I think we're stuck because I don't think the player will want to go back to the Championship.
No, he kind of needs someone like a Hull City, who have come up through the playoffs to go.
Yeah.
He was really damn good last season.
Yeah.
Let's get this guy in and give him a season.
See, the thing is with that is like clubs want to do it on a basis of with an option, which I understand. We should only be doing this as a loan where it's for game experience. Like, yes, that's what it needs to be. I would love to think a side like Hull would look at it because they're going to have financial limitations on what they could do. And we as a club should be helping them there. Like, we shouldn't be charging them a loan fee. Do you know what I mean? It's like, okay, he plays. Like, if he's fit, he's playing. Obviously, if he's in form, like, we're not going to demand he plays if he's having stinkers. But if he's fit, he's
scored 3 own goals in 4 games. But we said play him, for God's sake.
Yeah, he scored 3 own goals in 1 game. Yeah, and, you know, it's like, I think it's like we as a club need to take a view on that, the development of the player, because there is a defender there that genuinely, he's still young enough, and with the right game time, he's probably got a 10-year Premier League career ahead of him at a very high level. But it needs to be managed right, and it's something we as a club have not done well. But yeah, for me, loan, but must be a Premier League loan now. Like, it needs to be.
Yeah, you know what? I agree with that. I'll match you on that one.
Next one, number 36, Alejo Veliz. Sell, or sell, or sell.
I was so desperate for this kid to do well.
Yeah.
But, yeah, sell.
Yeah, it would appear there's already a deal starting to come together for him to be sold. Number 45, Alfie Devine. Now, we might not have an option on this because we put in his loan agreement with Preston North End a $4.5 million option, knowing that Preston North End have never spent that amount of money in their entire existence. They wanted an option, we put that in. Apparently whoever put it in thought, well, we get that for him, great. He's had a brilliant loan, and Preston North End are now in discussions with us about signing him. Basically, they're willing to pay the $4.5 million, but they want to set it up in installments and stuff like that. I think it would be a silly thing to do, but we've done it now. But again, and this is the key thing, if we'd been relegated, I would be screaming that he's not going to be part of our championship squad. In the Premier League, I don't see him ousting any of our midfielders. So therefore, if we can get the right money for him, I think it's time to sell him.
See, I agree that he's not going to come in front of Bentancur or in front of Gallagher. But I think having him
or Gray
in the squad,
Gray and Dorival are younger than him and are better than him.
Yeah, I feel like this is a head and heart situation, isn't it?
Well, it's. I think this is there's a reality there where we have 6 central midfielders in Maddison, Xavi, Bentancur, Conor Gallagher. Well, you add Polina as it comes to 7. Sarr 8. All of them. Maybe Sarr and Devine. Maybe there's an argument there, but So, for example, I'll say this, right? If we sold Sarr and we put Devine into our squad, I don't think that's going backwards, and it is changing a foreign player to a homegrown player.
Yeah.
That wouldn't... So, for me, if that happened, I'd be fine with that, because Sarr is fringe to the... But given the number of injuries we've had, you do need numbers in the midfield to be in the squad, definitely. But at the same time, I think for Devine and his career, if that's not going to happen, like if we're just like, yeah, we're going to loan you again, I think he should dig in and say, no, sell me.
Yeah, I get that.
Now, the next one is number 25 in our squad. Kota Takai.
Who?
Kota Takai. Would you like to keep him? Would you like to loan him again? Would you like to sell him?
I'm just going to Danny Rose him. 1 minute. No. So this is the young defender who joined us with plantar fasciitis.
Yes.
Now, as a person who works within the industry of that sort of injury like I am,
yeah,
that should only have lasted 4 to 5 weeks, and this guy was out for months.
And he then went on loan to Borussia Mönchengladbach, probably my favourite club to say, not favourite to spell, and has done shite.
Yeah, he's not really, again, thanks to Ryan for the stats on this, he's not really done anything out on loan, so I'm selling that guy off.
He has done shite. Awful decision to sign him, and it's proven that. I mean, I think we're going to end up loaning him again, but awful decision to sign him. It should be undone, and he should be sold, if anyone would even buy him. And lastly, who's not assigned a squad number, is Dane Scarlett.
Is he not got a squad number?
Nope.
I thought it was number 44.
Nope, not according to the official website.
Oh.
Made in N17, Dane Scarlett. I mean, yeah, I think that is the number he has on his shirt, but they didn't assign it to him this season.
That's mad.
Dane had yet another opportunity to impress this season out on loan and has failed to do it. He needs to be released. I don't even think we'd be able to sell him.
Again, this one hurts me greatly because I have like an attachment to Dane Scarlett because he is that academy kid, and I genuinely believe he is one of the best natural finishers at the club.
Let me ask you a question, genuinely, right?
However,
and this is how I try to assess things now, because I, like you, have an attachment to certain academy players, and he is one of them.
I sign him on every Football Manager save I have of a lower league team.
But let's look at this, right? You're in charge. You're the director of football at Tottenham Hotspur now, real life, not a game. He is at another club. Everything's the same. All of his stats, everything's the same. Are you looking to sign him?
No.
No, God no. So why are we looking to keep him?
Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it? He's one of those players that I'm like constantly like, give him a chance. Like, give him a chance. He'll do it. Like, he played a few games for us this season. How has he not got a squad number?
I don't think he
Anyway.
has. I think that was last season.
Was it last season he played?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you said no, fair enough. They all rolled into one when you get old. I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I keep praying for him to get the opportunity, and then he scored that goal in the Europa League last season. It was kind of like, here we go. This is how it starts. And then it never really did.
By the way, you are correct. He's made 2 sub appearances.
Oh, there we go.
But yeah, they've just not put his squad number on the website.
Oh.
Once again, this football club
Inept.
continues to just show us on every level how great they are. So look, that is the entire... I mean, obviously there's also Mikey Moore, who's been out with Glasgow Rangers. I'd like to see Mr. Zerbi assess him and maybe decide whether a championship loan or if he's going to be part of the squad for next season. But he's very much still academy age. That's why he wasn't on that list. So that was
you've got him, Donnelly, Lancashire.
Yeah, so that was keep, loan, or sell. The next thing I want to talk about is the transfer rumours instantly hitting. So we secured our Premier League status. Within an hour, all of the quotes and post-match stuff started to die down. Into hour 2, the journalists went into hyperdrive over rumours. Now, there's been 2 players that for 6 to 8 weeks, there's been strong, and from very good journalists, by the way, well-sourced journalists, saying that the club have held talks with and have made deals with, providing Tottenham retain their Premier League status. Those
one
2
of them,
players,
I think, is absolute genius.
Well, one of these players is Robertson from Liverpool, Scottish international left back, and the other one, I believe, is pronounced Senezi. Senezi? I'm not sure how it's pronounced.
Yeah, I've been calling him Cincy, so yeah.
Oh, okay. It's spelled Senesi. So I've been... I apologies, I genuinely don't know how to pronounce it. Marcos Senesi is what I've been saying. He's an Argentinian left-footed, left-sided central defender who's been very good for Bournemouth. Both players are out of contract this summer. Both players reportedly have agreed to join us this summer. This is pure speculation, pure rumour. But if true, and both sign 1st of July, which I think is the dates for this, are you happy with those 2 straightaway signings on freeze? What's your view there?
So the Robinson one is the one I think is absolute genius.
Robertson.
Yeah, I think that is genius.
Okay.
I think Destiny is our first choice left back.
Yeah.
I think he has all the talent and potential in the world. I also don't think he has anyone pushing him to the next level.
I also don't think he can stay fit.
And the other side of it is he has the fitness issues.
Yeah.
To sign someone like Robertson,
yeah,
to come in and push Destiny,
yeah,
also to be a really good backup if he does pick up the injuries,
yeah,
and also to mentor and give Destiny the advice and I think that is a fantastic signing.
Okay. In essence, replacing Davies in the squad almost like for like in terms of positioning and in terms of, both classed as not homegrown, etc., etc. It's just swap one in out for the other.
Pretty much, but he has the experience, the leadership, and all that as well. That's going to come in and help.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
The Bournemouth defender.
Yeah.
This is just me, hands up, pure honesty. I do not know enough about him. I know from what I have read, he's been part of the Bournemouth squad that has done phenomenally well the last 2 seasons.
Yeah.
They've obviously just qualified for the Europa League. He has been a big part of getting a Bournemouth team there, so he definitely deserves. I mean, what they did, is it 17 games unbeaten?
Yeah.
So he deserves. He's obviously a good player. If he's played if he's played the majority of those games, then clearly he is a good defender.
It's worth mentioning that there are several clubs claiming, or several club fan bases claiming, that he's joining them. So there are rumours that we've done a deal, but there are also rumours that Chelsea have done a deal, Man United have done a deal, Liverpool have done a deal, and Juventus have done a deal for him. So the agent is doing...
Chelsea, all of those are very good clubs to be linked with. If you can tie your shoelaces and kick a football, you're linked to Chelsea at the moment.
Yeah,
that's the others.
Yeah, that's probably not far wrong. So those rumours are existing now. The rumour mills are going to explode because Zerbi in his post-match press conference made it clear the squad needs, as again Gary Neville's terminology, a bulldozer driven through it. He said there's like 12 players he knows definitely are staying, and the rest.
And like you say, he mentioned a few players where you go, oh.
I think he was being kind. I think perhaps, and also I think he's not as daft as I once thought he was. I thought he was all passion, no brains. I think his press conferences have proven he's actually a little bit sharper than I gave him credit for. He went looking for a journalist who'd been shitty about the Tottenham fans yesterday as well, which was an interesting side note. We move on. We move on to the admin awards for the 2025-2026 season. Yes, the admin awards. The admin awards are simple. We each nominate someone who has been the player of the season, the young player of the season. We then say what was our best moment, what was our worst, and then we say who was the signing of the season. We will begin with Polynesian Dan and his choices. Dan said player of the season without a shadow of a doubt, where his performances outshined everybody else, was Dejan Kulusevski. I do believe Dan was being slightly sarcastic that everyone was so shit, the injured player was by far the best. The young player of the season picked by him was Archie Gray. And by the way, if you know Dan, you know how much that would have hurt him because he doesn't rate Archie Gray. Best moment of the season was Xavi's goal against Brighton. Quite a highlight. The worst moment of the season was when Thomas Frank was appointed. I think he just stole that from me, by the way. The signing of the season for Dan was Palhinha. It was obviously a loan signing, but still, that counts.
Yeah.
Then we have luscious, lovely Laura. And she said player of the season, Richarlison. Young player of the season, Archie Gray. The best moment of the season she feels was Richarlison scoring at Anfield. The worst moment of the season was the first 20 minutes of the game against Atletico Madrid. Yeah, I tried to block that out. She said signing of the season was Palhinha. Ryan Newboy says player of the season, Porro. Young player of the season, he also picks Archie Gray. The best moment of the season, he says Thomas Frank being sacked. Again, just stealing my fucking jokes. The worst moment of the season was losing at home to Forest 3-0, and at that point it felt like we were definitely getting relegated. And the signing of the season for him as well, a universal Palhinha. So, my friend, player of the season for you?
Palhinha.
Player of the season, Palhinha. Okay. Young player of the season.
Archie Gray.
The best moment.
Now, for me, the best moment was the final whistle, the last game of the season.
Yep, that's fair. Yep, that's absolutely fair. And the worst moment?
My best moment of the season was going to be the pre-match versus Forest, the way the fans were, but then the performance of the match null and voided it.
Okay, so worst moment?
Kinski being substituted off by Tudor.
And the signing of the season?
Also Palhinha.
Okay, no, that's fair. So for me, I went player of the season, Kevin Danzo. Young player, and it's a universal for all of us. We all picked Archie Gray. That's very rare that happens.
Which is strange because, again, I picked him myself, but once Zerbi came in, he's kind of not really got off the bench.
No, but he did enough when everyone else was shite that were.
Yeah, that was basically why I picked him. Yeah.
The best moment for me was Thomas Frank being sacked. The worst moment was the fact he wasn't shot. No, sorry. The worst moment actually was Igor Tudor. That was just the worst.
That whole 6 weeks or whatever it was. Yeah.
I was genuinely sort of not defending, but genuinely sort of. He's come into a shit situation. I don't know how he's going to fix it. And then he just opened his mouth, and I was like, "Oh man, you're an idiot."
Yeah, it was not a good signing at all.
No. And the signing of the season for me was Zerbi. I think that kid has got an upside like you wouldn't believe.
If we can get him playing as a proper number 10 under Zerbi,
yeah,
I am so excited. However, it's going to be like 2028 before we see it now. So
we'll see. We'll see how he progresses. Hopefully, Maddison can play a lot more next season. So the next season does start around the 22nd of August. That's the weekend of the new season. That's about 13 weeks from now. We have the summer ahead of the World Cup in the USA, Canada, and Mexico. That's going to be interesting. We are off now. We are taking a break for the summer. I'm not going to lie. Of all the times I've needed a break from this football club, it's now more than ever. Like, the relationship is toxic. We need to start seeing other people. I am exhausted. This season has been a lot. And creating content when you are angry, when you are so fed up, has been a challenge which I didn't realise would be a challenge, if that makes sense. Like, motivating yourself to go and talk about something so drab and shit every single week has actually been not as easy as I thought it would be, if that makes sense.
There have been weeks where both of us have literally dragged ourselves to the microphone like, right, we need to try and find something and not go full Arsenal fan TV.
Yeah, and that is difficult because my whole thing the whole time has been we want it to be like try and laugh. Like, at the end of the day, it's sport. It's not life and death. It's more important than that. Like, it's kind of, you do try and find a light-hearted view. You do try and find a kind of way where you can make yourself laugh. So on that, I'm going to read a tweet to finish, right? This tweet was sent out to the Twattersphere on the 20th of December, 2025.
Yeah.
It was from an account that I follow, at Solvent Spurs. Used to be bankrupt before X banned his account. And his tweet said this: to be fair, sacking a manager because winning a trophy and finishing 17th is unacceptable, then proceeding to finish 17th with no trophy would be the funniest thing this football club has ever done. And that, my friends, is so fucking true. We will be back next season, ahead of the season, with our pre-season look-ahead show. Keep an eye on all of the socials for when that is returning. You can find our socials. We are on TikTok, Spurs News. We are on Twitter, because I refuse to call it X, still Spurs News. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram. We are active on all of those platforms. You can contact us at any point, DMing us there. You can speak to us about the podcast, sam@spursnews.co.uk. At any time, get in touch and talk Tottenham. We are around, but we are taking a break. I hope everybody has a safe, a relaxing summer, and we go again next year. Until then, everybody, you will take care.
We are staying up. We are staying up.
Thank you for listening to the Spurs News Podcast. We hope that you enjoyed the show. Stay up to date with all things Tottenham. Follow us on social media. All links are in the podcast description.